All right, so this is what the 2001 Toyota Tundra looks like before the leveling kit. As you can see, it's taking kind of like a slight nosedive, and that's because when you're towing, you want this truck to be leveled out, but this truck is not really going to be towing much, and it has wheel spacers in the front, so it needs a little bit more clearance to stop the little bit of rub that it has. So we'll be installing either a 1 or a 2-inch wheel spacer, whatever one fits better for the truck, because we have both. So the height of the truck before the leveling kit is about 36.25 inches from the ground to the top. The height from the floor to the top of the fender on the back of the truck is 37.25 inches. So it needs to be leveled out about an inch or so. This with the leveling kit on is now 37.25 inches. So it basically leveled out the truck. Hey guys, before we start the leveling kit install, there's a couple things you'll need. You'll probably need some PV blaster to get rid of these rusty bolts, pry bar, some jack stands, a ratchet set, and of course a spacer for your strut towers to level it out. All right, the next step is just preparation. So lay down some cardboard, jack up one side of your truck, and we are going to repeat this on the other side. Get some PV blaster just to make it a little bit easier for you to get this bolt off. And then you're going to want to do the same thing up here, is get the top of this all sprayed down. If you guys don't live in the Rust Belt, then you won't have this problem. First step in the spacer install is to remove your tires. All right, next we need to start removing the shock, or the strut, I guess. So there's these three nuts that need to come off. It's a 14 millimeter. So that's what we're gonna start doing. For this last one, it's super hard to get, so you have to use a 14 millimeter wrench and then get a bar to break it. After trial and error, we finally got all three of them loosened up. Now we are going to loosen this bolt and get the bottom of the shock out, or I guess the strut, and then we're gonna loosen the top three all the way and get it out so we can put the spacer on. All right, and last thing, remember, we got it loose, but remember, if you are having trouble with rusty bolts and nuts, just extend, get more leverage, have more torque. But yeah, this is working. Now that we have the nut off, all you have to do is get a flathead screwdriver or a punch, and we're just gonna punch this out so we can get the strut off. All right, we just got the big boy out, and all we have to do is loosen the three up there, and we can pull this strut out to put the spacer on. All right, so we have two different spacers. We have a 1-inch and either 1.5-inch or 2-inch spacer, and this one will probably solve the problem with rubbing a lot better, but the red one looks about 1,000 times better. Let's see if I can get this on. Yeah, that's what the red one looks like. It looks way better. Okay, guys, we're gonna go with the red function forms just because they look better, and we really don't think we need that much of a leveling kit to fit these 1-inch spacers. So for now, we're just gonna put the nuts back on, and then we can put it back in there. All right, now that we have the top 2 bolts in, we're going to use a pry bar to get the strut in on the bottom. So prying did not work, so we're going to use a strut compressor. I got this from Harbor Freight for like $30. Hopefully we can get this on. Need to look on the other side and see what we need. Where's it? All right, now we finally got this last one, this last bolt in. Now we just have to disassemble the spring compressor and tighten these ones on the top now that they're not in, and then this side should be done. All right, guys, this side is officially complete. We got these 3 all threaded in, and yeah, we got this sucker in. It's officially 1 inch taller. And we'll put the tire on and measure the difference between the sides of the truck. Yep, that's how it looks. I think it looks pretty good. Now the truck is completely level. Probably took 3 hours in total, but time for a drive to see if it still rubs with the 1-inch spacers on the front. All right, this is how the truck looks during the day. It does appear to be level, and we measured it, and it is pretty level. Maybe there's a 1/4 inch dip in the front, but that's fine. But yeah, get that nice shiny red strut tower spacer. Up next, we're gonna do a little driveway test to make sure it doesn't scrape. But yeah, looks solid, and the truck looks a lot better. All right, so we're gonna be doing the driveway test to see if it rubs, because before it did rub. And as you can see, it is completely clearing the fender. So I would say this leveling kit is a success.